It's me again. Finally. Welcome back to the channel. I know I said I was going to be more consistent with uploading, but I am still trying to get back into the groove of filming and editing. So I didn't film when I went away to Ventura for a week. I just kind of enjoyed myself. It was my first time being back at the park in like 3 years, and I love Ventura so much that I just wanted the time off camera to enjoy myself and enjoy being back in the park. But I will do a little debrief during this video. I just thought it'd be nice to sit down and have a catch up. I am currently in the office at work filming this on my lunch break, so I thought what better time than now to be a little bit productive and film a video for you guys. So what have I been up to? I have done multiple trips to the UK parks like Chesney, Thorpe. I went to Alton Towers in April. I haven't been back since, but I'm going for Scarefest, which is weird. Normally I do have a little summer trip to Alton Towers, but I've barely been there this year. I've only done like the one trip, and we went over a weekend and we did the Saturday and Sunday, and that's been it. But I've also not really felt the need or the like excitement to go as much this year. Not that I don't like going to Towers. I still absolutely adore going to Towers. There's just, other parks out there that I'd rather go to. I've been back to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and I've finally been on Invictus, and oh my god, it is so good. If you've watched the channel before, you'll know I am a huge fan of Loki at Leesburg, and now to have something like that in the UK is something really special, and something us enthusiasts should be really grateful for. And for me, Invictus is easily the best ride at Pleasure Beach now. It is absolutely fantastic. I didn't get to go on it at night, but I am going back for closing weekend, and obviously in November it will get dark nice and early, so I should, fingers crossed, get a night ride on Invictus, which I am so excited for. Where else have I been? I got myself to Portland's Park, and finally got to see Valgard, the new area. And again, Portland's have done a spectacular, stunning job with the new area. It is everything you could want it to be and more. It's clean, it's bright, it's colourful, it's fresh, and it's just so well looked after and so well maintained, and that is something that you always expect with Portland's now. I do think it is probably the best theme park in the UK now, just with the theming and the overall care and maintenance of that park. The retheme of Cobra to Raven is really good. I love the new colours, I love the station. Vild Swing is amazing. That is such an underrated flat ride, which I'm sure a lot of people will come to enjoy. Again, depending on the weight of the swing will depend on the intensity of the ride, but it's so enjoyable. It's great fun. And of course, Draken. Wow. Like, as you all know, I have kind of gone off saw the ride at Thorpe Park because it's rattly, and for me it's rough, and it just bashes your head around too much and your brain just rattles inside, and you're like, why am I doing this to myself? With Draken, it's smooth, it's really rideable, it's really fun. The new restraints are a lot more comfortable, and it's just such a good coaster and a really good introduction to a more thrilling roller coaster for Portland's audience. And I already cannot wait to go back next year for their water coaster, which we did see under construction when we were there. And now it's already been built it's ready to go. They just need to, you know, finish off the theming and fill the trough up with water and start cycling the ride, which I'm guessing we'll see during close season or early next season before the ride opens in 2027. But I will definitely be going back for when that opens. Portland's is a must visit every year for me now. I just absolutely love it there. On to Port Aventura. Wow. I can, like, I genuinely forgot how much I adore that park. And I felt so happy and at peace there. It was the best week ever. We went at the beginning of July and it was not too busy but also not quiet, but it was a lot more manageable than it used to be. So a few takeaways from my trip. Operationally first, for me, the operations in the main Port Aventura park have significantly improved since my last visit. Shambhala was on 3 trains on a busy weekend. Great to see. The operations, they weren't stacking. If they were stacking, it was because there was literal issues with trying to get restrainers down on people. There was hardly any downtime when we were there, which was really good. We managed to get on everything that we wanted to get on, apart from like Serpiente and Plomado, which I am gutted about because it's one of my favourite flat rides, but hopefully that will be back in working order soon, as I'm sure we'll be going back very soon. In fact, I know we're going back next year, so hopefully it'll be open by then. Yeah, the fast pass is a little bit different now. I remember you used to be able to pay for specific front rows on the main 3 coasters, which was Shambhala, Dragon Khan, and Furious Baco. But however, during our visit this year, that wasn't the case. And I remember specifically in previous visits, I would queue in the main queue. I would ask them nicely if I could wait for a front row, and they would always say no. However, we asked at Shambhala and Furious Baco and Dragon Khan this time if we could wait for the front, and they let us, which again I think is a nice change, because yes, it extends your wait time, but it doesn't affect their throughput. It just affects your waiting. The girl at Shambhala was just like, you'll be waiting a couple of trains. And then we were like, yeah, we're fine with that. And she was like, okay, then you're more than welcome to wait, which was amazing. I was shocked. I wasn't used to that. However, Ferrari Land's operations, whew, they are not so good. And Red Force is still unreliable. We didn't even get to go on Red Force because it was consistently breaking down in the heat. They get it open and then literally 10 minutes later it would break again. So that was a little bit disappointing, but it just means the next time we go, we're going to prioritise Red Force as soon as we go into Ferrari Land. Again, I wish Ferrari Land had more. I don't really think it warrants to be a second gated park. I think it should just be a separate included area with Port Ventura Park, because there's not enough to do. And with the operations, you need more time than they allow you to get around everything at the moment, especially if Red Force is being temperamental as per usual. What else can I say? The park was clean, the staff were really friendly, like there was so many good improvements. Another big one, queue jumping. When we were there was security in the actual queue lines to watch people, and if you were caught queue jumping, security would actually say to you, no, you've queue jumped, you're not allowed to do that, please come out and rejoin the queue properly, which was really good. It's nice to see them starting to enforce these sorts of rules into the parks. as Portaventura has been notorious for bad queue jumpers. So to see that actually being enforced and security being on it, that was really, really good. And again, it made the experience being in the park a lot more enjoyable. Shambhala is still my number one roller coaster. That was an emotional experience getting back on that after 3 years, because obviously I've been over to Florida now. I've done so much more since the last time I was on Shambhala, and it still hits every time. It's so good. I absolutely adore it. Dragon Con's retrack, ooh, painful. It's okay if you're on the front row. I would say the more towards the front of the train you are, the better your experience on Con will be. We did it on a front row and both of us really, really enjoyed it. And then we did it on like a row 6, so like right near the back of the train, and it was horrific. Like, it was rattly, it wasn't nice, the transitions weren't that great, which is a shame. Furious Baco, I still have a soft spot for that. It was lovely to get back on Furious Baco, and it is still one of my favourite launch coasters. I know loads of people find it rough. I also think it's very intense. I don't actually find it particularly rough, and I was on the wing seats both times we went on it. So we did it in the day and got a front row, and then we went back later that evening and got a front row in the dark, which was absolutely chef's kiss, fantastic. Like I said, I was on the wings both times, so we did the right side wing and the left side wing on the front row, so we got like both sides of the train, which was again really good luck for us. And it was just fantastic. It was so good. I absolutely love it. There is just something about that launch. It really does pack a punch. And yeah, it may feel a little bit jolty, but it really doesn't bother me. Maybe towards the back of the train, I might be saying something different, but on the front, it's really not that bad. What else is there to talk about? Because not much has really changed at PA since I last went. There's like new VR stuff that they've added that we didn't do. Uncharted is still great fun. We did that quite a few times, which was nice. We did have to buy Express. I did Hurricane Condor on my own because my other half decided he didn't want to do it. So I'm trying to convince him to do it with me the next time we go. So I think he should, and I think he will. And yeah, it was just really nice. It was my boyfriend's first ever visit to Portaventura, so it was really nice to see his reactions to all the rides that I've been going on for years, and like his reaction to Shambhala was brilliant. And we just had a really nice time. We spent quite a bit of time in Salou as well, by the beach, having some cocktails at Lunatics. It was a very chilled holiday. We burnt our legs really badly because we forgot to sun cream them, and that was painful. But you know, we soldiered on, we're fine. The legs are just very tan now. But that was a lesson learned, to remember to sun cream your legs when you go on holiday, guys. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm sure there's more I could update you on. I've obviously now kind of announced I have a new boyfriend. Things are going really, really well. He's great. I'm sure at some point I will persuade him to come on camera with me, but we shall see. Who knows? Or he'll just get a passing mention. We're actually off to Efteling for my birthday soon. Well, we're going a week before my birthday. And it's like our trip to celebrate my birthday together, since I won't actually see him on my actual birthday. So maybe we'll do a little Efteling vlog. He's never been before. You guys know I absolutely love Efteling. So again, it'll be good to get his reactions to everything, including like Dance Macabre, Flying Dutchman, Fata Morgana, Baron, Joris, Python. It's going to be so good. But yeah, I think that's just my little catch up. I will definitely try to be more consistent with my uploads now. Um, like I say, if I do any theme park trips or anything else, I will try to get the camera out and I will try to do a vlog or some sort of video for you guys, as I do miss doing it, and I'm starting to feel in a really good headspace to come back and actually dedicate much more time on camera again, now that my life has kind of sorted itself out a little bit. It's been a rocky year, but you know, it's, yeah, I'm in a really good place now, with life. So yeah, good things to come, lots of exciting stuff coming up. And I will also try to do more catch-up videos, maybe a Q&A. Of course, I might do a 2027 trip plan video once the 2026 season has wrapped up, as we are currently discussing what we want to do next year, and it's going to be another exciting year for us, so it's really good. Um, but yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. I hope you guys have a lovely week and enjoy the weekend. It's cooled down a bit now, so hopefully the worst of the heat wave is over, because that was starting to get way too much for me to deal with. But yeah, hopefully you can all go out and enjoy doing what you love without worrying about the heat. And I will see you guys in another video very, very soon. Take care. Bye.